Hello and welcome to the Stellar Monarchs preview show. Myself, Graham Munsey, joined by Dave Harley as we look ahead to another big week for the Monarchs. This time it's Kye Cup action and it's the Oxford Cheetahs, Dave.
Yes. Well, after last weekend's bit of a disaster, the cup tie to get us going and bringing back Sam Masters and Scott Nicholls. Well, that's nothing like keeping the boys on their toes.
Well, you say keeping them on their toes, but I know one man who'll be pretty sure he can do the job and show these guys who the new King Armadale is. That's Kye Thomson, and we're delighted to welcome Kye in with us now.
Hey, Kye, how you doing, mate?
How you doing? Yeah, good, thank you.
Yeah, so Kye, oh, sorry, Dave, on you
go. We'll get this timing right one time, Graham. We're all good looking ahead to this week's matches against Oxford, and it'll be something we want to get back on track as soon as possible after last weekend. So, you ready to go?
So, I've had a bit of a bump in the road at the start of these last few meetings. So, being back into the championship, not seeing that we're out of the BSN series. I think we need to really knuckle down. This is where it really, really matters. So, I think we just need to put it all behind us. That's just a learning curve. So, we're all ready to go and, ready to try and win a few matches.
Yeah, and of course, it's a two-legged tie, the Knockout Cup, but I guess kind of every match is almost a two-legged tie now, the aggregate bonus points back. So there'll be nothing new or unusual on that for the guys. Everyone's have seen Oxford now, and I know you were down there at least twice last year between the pairs and the league meeting. So it's not a trip into the unknown. And yes, we could talk about Sam Masters coming back to Armadale, how good Scotty Nicholls, Lloyd Kerr is. But it's up to our guys to show exactly what we're made of.
Yeah, that's right. Just got to go there with a strong mind, and we all can beat anyone, really. You just got to put it all out there on the track, and hopefully you're consistent. So, we're ready for the fight, and
I think Ryan Muir's been a bit guessing there when he says surprise. Kye gets a signal when he stays. Are you still there, Kye? You're still just about, yeah. Yeah, we've also got good. We've got Ryan Muir saying hello, Kye. We've got Stephen Hilton saying hello as well. And Christopher Black saying it's good evening, lads. It's going to be a tough week. We certainly need to be on our game, that's for sure. And of course, Stephen Lumsden, where would be without him? Is that a new hat you're wearing, Kye?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we'll get the plug in. We'll get the plug in for the merchandise before the end of the night, Kye. Don't you worry. But as we say, do keep your comments and questions coming in, and we'll pass them on to Kye as we go. We touched on it there, Kye. Nothing to fear at Oxford, but Friday night, it's just about the guys getting back on track at home. Last week, well, no, it was a blip. Things went against us. Things like that won't happen again. Then over the weekend at Berwick, we lose Josh in the first heat. That's a big blow. And I know I went into the pits after, and everyone was knackered. They all had to do 5, 6, maybe 7 starts if there was any restarts out on that track. So, everyone's had a few days to reset, and we'll go again.
Yeah, for sure. It was a bit of a blow, but it's only early stage. So we have time to regroup and turn things around, because I know for sure we'll turn things around, and it just needs everyone to click. But it was a little bit tough. Like first meeting of the year was against Glasgow, and it was probably. I wish we had a few meetings to warm up for that, and it was a shame we went down. But same thing with Berwick. Berwick's a very, very hard track, and you sort of to win races around there, you just got to put everything out you got, and because it's very tough to to win around there with track conditions, and because it can be quite scary at times. So, but it's only early season. Couldn't risk everything, but we'll turn things around, and I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's possibly the only thing we could look back and say the BSN series. Whilst it would be nice to win that trophy, we never want to lose matches, but it's not the league table. That's the league matches are still to come, and that's still not till for another couple of weeks, but we've still got another time to get ourselves going. Obviously, as we said already, we're going to be missing Josh. They're big boots to fill, and on Wednesday night at Oxford, it'll be Chris Harris who'll be guesting for Josh, and then on Friday night, Richie Worrell will be at number 1 at Armadale. So hopefully we get to see some of Richie's form from before, because we're probably, as I say, big boots to fill, Josh. But I'm sure the team can get together and do it, Kye.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna blow not having Josh in the team. He's a spark we have in the pits and on the track for sure. He's one person you can count on for excitement. So it's going to be a big blow, but yeah, it's good. We've got Richie Varsi for Friday, he's the man. If you want someone to put against Sam, he's the man. So that's great. We got him, and we're going to have Bomber tomorrow. So he's going to put it all out on the table like he does every meeting. So we're lucky to have these guys fill in, and fingers crossed we can pull off something great.
Yep. And I don't know, Kye, have you been asked yet? I don't know, will it be yourself that's stepping in as captain while Josh is out? Is that the plan? Are you trying to toss the coin and pick the gate positions?
I don't know. Probably give it to Craig before me.
Yeah, I think the official team sheets has Craig Cook as the captain.
Craig, should I have been reading what was along the bottom of the screen there, Dave? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, it was, yeah. But, I'm sure it's it's a seven-man game, and we'll be up for it.
Yeah, that's right. We'll have our say, and we just all working together, and we'll just see what Craig thinks with his knowledge, obviously being in here for years. So he'll be captain, and I'd say, and follow him.
Yeah, and I think looking at the start of your season, I saw your kind of social media post from last weekend, and it actually showed me how far you've come and what you expect of yourself now. I mean, I think barring that chain coming off on Friday, it would have been paid for 11 points from 4. You mentioned Berwick. You maybe felt you held some back, or by the end of the night you're struggling, but I think you were still one off being paid for double figures there. So I guess that just shows your mindset, doesn't it? That on a weekend where, as I say, barring that one engine failure, it would have been 20 points and you're kind of on your score chart over the 2 nights, and you still feel there's more to come.
Yeah, for sure. I've these first couple of meetings, I feel like there's been a change. I'm confident in myself that I can do double figures most weeks, and I haven't really ever had that feeling too much, and now I believe in myself I can. And it's just about getting that consistency. I started off with a bike change I probably shouldn't have done, and I was down on power, and I just didn't have enough to make a move on Jai. But it was going really well, and then it just went completely the opposite. So, but no, the feeling, I'm feeling really good and fast around the track and confident than ever, really. So I know I can do it, and it's just I think a few more meetings will show.
Yeah, we've got Lynette. Linton's asking, what are your goals for this season, Kye?
My goals? Obviously, I'd like to get my average. Probably that'd be pretty cool to get into the 8s. I can beat anyone, but just I'd love to just have that consistency of just doing it week in and week out. So Well,
there's Chris Black agreeing with you, saying he's you're more than capable of putting a point on your average, and you're a very classy rider, he says.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I know I can do it, and yeah, I think this year it can.
Yep, and of course, we've talked about there. It's a big weekend for the Monarchs as it's the Oxford Cheetahs in the KO Cup. It starts Wednesday night at 7:30. I guess that's the start time, 7:30 down at Oxford. You can watch the stream for that on the BSN for those not heading down. And then, of course, the return leg, the home leg on Friday at Armadale, 7:30 tapes up. Get yourself trackside. EdinburghMonarchs.co.uk/tickets is your link. If for any reason you can't make it along, then do join us on the stream also, EdinburghMonarchs.co.uk/EMTV for that. Dave, we've touched there, and I think we've heard how determined Kye is, and we know that mindset goes through the rest of the team. But as you touched on the start, sometimes you feel it never rains but it pours. If you think you're going to get an easy match after a troublesome weekend, back comes Sam Masters, Scott Nichols, Lloyd Kerr, and even lower down line guys like Cameron Heaps. So we'll look down that Oxford lineup, Kye, and it's you've mentioned there's no one you feel you can't beat, but you'll certainly need to be on top form as with the rest of the boys come Friday night.
Yeah, for sure. They've got 3 pretty hard hitters, and so yeah, it's obviously going to have to be hard off the start and try and keep these boys back. So yeah, just got to give it our best shot. But yeah, anything can happen in Speedway, obviously, and yeah, it'd be great to get a win over Oxford, especially Sam. He's going to be very fast. So yeah, I think a lot of people are expecting they can do us, but I think if we knuckle down and work as a team, and get everyone needs to have confidence from the 1 to 7. So if we can all do that, I'm sure we'll bounce back.
Yeah, and I mean, you're going to be paired against Scott Nichols there. He's racing number 3 for Oxford, so that'll be a couple of interesting challenges for you to go. But you were down at Oxford for the pairs last year. Remember, Graham and I were there, ably assisting or not, as it were. But yeah, as you say, it's a challenge. You're in your 3rd season now. You want to kick on and meet these challenges head on.
Yeah, for sure. I think the last time, it's tough for me being like only a few years into the league, and where Scotty's been around for a long time, and he's shows in the top league and how much of a class rider he is. So it's going to be tough for myself, but I just need to obviously give it my best, which I do every time. And yeah, last time we were at Oxford, I beat him in heat 15, I think it was. So I think there's no reason I can't do it again. So yeah.
Yeah, and we've got a few more comments coming in. One from a certain captain, Josh Pickering. I'll remind you, Kye, we are before 9 o'clock here, so it's pre-watershed. So maybe watch how you answer this. But Josh wants to know, what is it you love about him so much?
He's me UK dad. So love you, Dad.
Yeah. So putting other comments coming in. Chris Ramsey started the BSN stream last night. He's popped up. Kieran Lydon from the academy team. He wants Ryan Muir to show him how to change a tyre. So it's good to see, and I think this shows the spirit that's in the camp, doesn't it, Kye? We've got teammates here, we've got mechanics here. Everyone wants to know what Kye Thomson's got to say.
Good bunch of lads throughout the pits. So yeah, everyone gets along. Everyone's throwing jokes at each other. It's good to have that atmosphere around. So.
No, definitely, yeah. No, as we said, it sounds like a good spirit. We'll not be overshadowed by last weekend. We'll kick on, but we're not the only one whose comments we've heard from. We did actually. Graham took the time to speak to Sam Masters over the weekend, and let's hear what he was saying to it now.
So Sam, it's a relatively quick return to Armadale. You must have had a bit of a laugh when you seen the cup draw come out and knew that Oxford would be heading up early in the season. But both teams maybe had a bit of an up and down start to the season. Obviously, Oxford took that home and away defeat to Poole, but then bounced back and won at Plymouth. Edinburgh with that home defeat to Berwick. So it's a big tie for both teams over the two legs Wednesday, Friday.
Yeah, it'll feel weird coming back and riding at Edinburgh. as an away rider. But yeah, big 2 meetings for both teams. We got a bit of a flogging from pool, home and away, but it was our first sort of outing this year, and we all had a bit of teething problems. So yeah, we'll work on that, and hopefully for my sake we can win at Oxford and get a few more meetings out of it. But yeah, it's I see you riding without Pico, so the smash, so puts you on the back foot a bit. But yeah, you can get a pretty good guest in, I think, if that's possible. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so I think at the minute the plan is to use Chris Harris at Oxford on Wednesday and then Richie Worrell at Armadale on Friday. And those two guys, there's not many harder chargers around Armadale than Richie, that's for sure. So Pickering been out, but you'll still have your work cut out in those heats 1, 13 and 15.
Yeah, that's it could even make him, the way Richie's riding, could even make you guys stronger. So with no disrespect to Pico, but Richie's one of the best riders around Armadale, so it'll be tough. But yeah, looking forward to it. It's I haven't done too many meetings around Oxford, so I'm still finding my feet there. But hopefully, every meeting gets better and better. And last week was quite good. Got the race against Doyley, so feeling confident, and yeah, looking forward to coming back and riding at Armadale.
Yeah, and then looking at your team at Oxford there, obviously yourself at number 1, but then well backed up with Luke Kerr and Scotty Nichols, who's he must have found the fountain of youth the way he started this season at both levels, not even guesting in the Premiership. I noticed there was a 11 or point score he got against Ipswich, so beating the likes of Doyle and Emil there. And then the younger guys, Cam Heaps, everyone knows about Armadale, then Jordan Jenkins moving on. Henry Atkins had a good start, and Monarchs seen the look guesting against him for Berwick, and he's all action. He doesn't know how to stop twisting that throttle for the full 4 laps. So it's an exciting looking team.
Yeah, we've got a really good team, I think. I know that against Poole, home and away, wasn't an awesome start and probably didn't show what we'd been doing. But yeah, Scotty's on fire. It looks like he's back at his best, like he was a few years ago. So it's cool to have that backup. And he's a really good captain too. He's good with the boys, so he's helping the young kids come through good. And we've also got Louis, who's got a lot of experience too. So I think we've got a really strong team. And if the younger fellas down the bottom can step it up, then we've got a good chance of winning some trophies, I reckon. But yeah, take every meeting as it comes, and they're a good bunch of guys to be in a team with, and we're always having pretty good fun. So yeah, it's been cool really to start with, and it's early in the season, so there's a long way to go. We'll see how it all pans out.
Yeah. And then of course, probably the same even in the league now, that the bonus points back rather than the individual points for if you only get beat by a certain amount. But what being the cup, Wednesday the home leg first. Every team's aim is just to go out there and put as big a lead as they can. But then come the away leg, I guess. I kind of ask this question every time I'm talking about the cup, but you've almost got to treat it as if it starts 0-0, don't you? If you go into a meeting thinking, let's just defend a lead, if there's a lead there, whatever the lead may be, then that's when you get yourself in trouble. You've got to treat it like it's a meeting to be out there and won, not just worry about the aggregate score.
Well, to be fair, mate, we get paid per point. Well, I do. I'm not sure about everyone, but I get paid per point, so I go into every race trying to win. And I know it ain't always about money, and it is about winning, but everyone goes into every race to win. The more points, the more you earn, the better you look too. So I think every race you go into, we go in to win, and you sort of don't really think about the score at times. But obviously, if it comes down to the last heat decider, there's a bit more tension, and you try a bit harder, I suppose. So if we just treat every race as like we want to win, then at the end of the day, the result's meant to be. So what's meant to be will be, and as long as you put 110% in, then not much more you can do.
Yeah, and then lastly, you've kind of mentioned it already. I think this will be your first match at Armadale as an away rider since your Somerset days, maybe back in 2011 or so, 2012 maybe. So, I guess you need to remind yourself when you arrive that you need to go a little bit further down the pits, and it's a door on the other side of the changing rooms.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It's going to feel weird, but I left on good terms with the club, and I've still got some good friends and fans probably up there in Edinburgh, and I'll just have to treat every race. I want to win every race. I'm now an Oxford rider, and I've got to put my whole heart and effort into that. So, like I said, it'll feel weird, but it's the way it goes, unfortunately.
Yep, it's a massive race. I think Kye's away from another 50 pence in the meter. I don't know what's going on with my audio. I can hear an echo on myself.
Yeah, I don't know what's going down. Is that better? Yeah, the echo's gone now. But yeah, Kye, I don't know if you need to pick up your phone or something. Your picture's gone black. I know you said you were still there.
I don't know. I'm back now. I can see everyone, but
right, cool. We can hear you, but we can't see you.
Oh, fair. Yeah, right. I don't know what's happened there. I can see my picture. It's all fine on my phone.
Oh well, we can hear you, so maybe we'll carry on with that. For that.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I don't think we've too much left. Kye's been a great guest. We've got there. What I will say, and unfortunately, if Kye is now gone, Stephen, we're not quite going to be able to come back around to your second. Quite circling back to the hats. Can you tell me a bit more about them, please? What I will say, anyone who's interested in that fine hat that you can no longer see Kye model on, go and speak to Stephen Lumsden or Kye before or after the match on Friday, and I'm sure they'll give you all the details. I know exactly what it was on about. I've seen the models that they had posted on them, and the less said about that, the better, Dave, and that's coming for me and you. So we're not saying any more than that. But we'll give you the final reminder. Friday night, 7:30, edinburghmonarchs.co.uk/tickets. That's your place to get those all-important tickets for entry. It's the Keogh Cup quarter-final second leg. We'll see how we go on Wednesday night at Oxford. If you can't make it along, then edinburghmonarchs.co.uk/EMTV. You can pick up the stream and watch that with myself and Mike in the commentary box. And lastly, would just say, if you're enjoying what you've seen or you haven't already, please do like and subscribe across the Monarchs social media, YouTube, Facebook. Set up your notifications by clicking on the little bell, and that'll let you know when we're going to go live. The next time will be the Friday Focus Live as soon as we can after Heat 15 on Friday night, Dave.
Yeah, that's looking forward to some cracking speedway. We are obviously we're on the BSN tomorrow for people who want to watch the away leg. But yeah, it's all about Friday night, getting back to where we need to be, scoring some good points, and hopefully getting us through at the next round to the Cup.
Yep. So, Kye, you can hear us. Unfortunately, we now can't hear you, but thanks very much for joining us. We'll see you on Friday. But until then, Dave, we'll be back with a Friday Focus. Thanks very much, everyone, for watching, and good night.
Good night.